Fairy Tales from the Fairy Trail, miles 395.6 to 470.7. Once we took our rest at the sanctum, we quickly moved on, hoping to make it to the next settlement in 4 days. I still did not know why the wind was so against us, so when our path wound its way next to a river, I took the opportunity to ask the river lord what had gone wrong. He was a quiet man, and young, for a river sovereign, but it made sense considering his water was gentle and calm in the winding crux between two mountains. He told me not to fear the spirit's retribution, as I and my companions had not caused offense, but we should be prepared in the coming days for some strange occurrences, because Old Man Winter was officially moving on, and Lady Spring was settling in her season. Therefore the spirits of nature were celebrating the change of the world, because for them stagnation is akin to death. Even the rocks change, said the river. It is slow and steady, but they change as surely as the wind and the flowers. What you perceived as an attack was actually a party, for the treeless mountains are high and wide enough for the winds to spread their power without barriers or challenge. So of course it was dangerous for a mortal such as yourself. You are in a world that is much greater than your comprehension. But fear nothing, for the Lord of the Mountain is with you, so long as you trust him to guide your path. I thanked him for his wisdom, and when our paths divided, he told me to find his sisters, that they might give me their own blessings to help me on my way, though it would be some days before I came across them. The first sister was the sovereign of the waterfall, the Lady of the Laurel Falls. She was young, like her brother, but far more lively and spirited. She did not give me wisdom, like he did, but called us to lay down our burdens and play in her waters, to let the cold, rushing magic of the streams heal our feet and give us energy. We gladly accepted her offer and played until it was time to go. Still, it was another day before we met the eldest, third sibling. The Lady of the Lake was quiet and serene as she watched us pass, and while she did not speak to us, she gave us space to rest on her shores and enjoy the beauty that was around us. It was peaceful and quiet, and it was enough. We reached the next human settlement on the 4th day. It was cold and raining, and I was never so happy to see the house that would give us shelter. And while I warmed and dried my clothes, I remembered what the river said. This was not a punishment, but a celebration, because Lady Spring was coming. I stepped onto the fairy trail and stepped into a fairy tale, and though my name was lost to me, I found my path clear and free. So now there is nothing left to do but walk a mile in another's shoes, and hope to find what was lost to me, the mountain lord my way to keep, until I find my way back home, where I might live true and known, forevermore, forevermore.